Hi, Sawyer.
Darcy.
Darcy, who is this?
That is yeah.
Sawyer?
Yeah.
Is he your brother?
Yeah.
Do you want to give him a kiss?
Yeah.
Aww. Morning, guys. It is Friday, May 3rd, and our baby boy was born Monday afternoon. You guys have probably heard me talk about we were expecting a new baby, and we didn't know if it was a boy or girl, and he came Monday afternoon, and kind of took the week off, put the eBay store on vacation, you know, changed my handling time, all that stuff, and just getting settled in. So I didn't go to garage sales yesterday, didn't go today. I'll probably go to some tomorrow now that we're kind of settled in a little bit. Things are normalizing a little bit. But yeah, I've still got plenty of stuff to list. I actually went into my store last night and found a bunch of old product. You know, I listed a month ago, 2 months ago, something like that. I went ahead and lowered the price. The way I used to do it was I would run 7-day or 30-day listings. Then when they didn't sell, sometimes I would lower them a little bit or turn on best offer or something like that. But now everything's good till canceled. All eBay listings are all good till canceled. So it makes it a little bit trickier to go in and kind of figure out when I want to lower the price on things. But I went in and found stuff that I had listed a while ago, and some stuff I knocked down 10%, some of it 20%, some of it all I did was turn on best offer, stuff like that. But just kind of lowering the prices on things that didn't sell that first time around, and I made a lot of sales. I woke up to all this stuff. So I got about a dozen or so sales basically overnight, which is pretty cool. Sold some of this Nicorette gum that I got, retail arbitrage. Sold this little Playmobil Lego motorcycle thing, little figure skating leotard, video game, HDMI cable, bicycle helmet, headphones, and a couple of Bengal helmets. And I had another pretty big sale. Check this out. Sold that Jagermeister Tap Machine. Got that at a yard sale a couple weeks ago. I paid $60 for it. It's still sealed. It's got the bands and everything. Somebody in like Sweden bought it, and they never messaged me back because I sent them an invoice to pay for it. They never paid. So there was a case that was just automatically opened up on eBay, like a non-payer case. And once that ended, it just got relisted right away. So sold. Somebody else bought it and paid right away, and it sold for $189.99 plus shipping. I bought this Polaroid at a garage sale probably like 3 weeks ago. It's been a while. I paid up for it. I paid $5, and the reason I paid a little bit extra is because it is the Business Edition 2. So typically the variant models of the Polaroid 600 are a little bit more valuable. So like there's a Barbie one that sells really high. I think there's like a construction one. There's a bunch of different ones, and they're more valuable than just a standard 600 one. I was looking at prices on these, and it wasn't selling for quite as much as I thought it might be. I think it was going for around $20 or so plus shipping, maybe even a little bit less than that. And I've heard a lot of people that are just sending them directly into Retrospect. So there's this company called Retrospect, and they're buying up Polaroid cameras on eBay, and they refurbish them, and then they sell them on their website. Check it out. So this is retrospect.com. It's with a K. So click on sell us a camera, and it basically gives you all the steps. So, you know, figure out what your value is, create an invoice with PayPal. They give you 50% down within 1 to 3 days. And then I think once they receive it, you get the rest of the money. So they do a little camera buying guide thing here. 600 square cameras, any condition, $25. And that includes my Business Edition 2. Now that $25 includes shipping. You have to ship it to them. I mean, it could be beat up, doesn't work, doesn't matter, but they'll buy it. So yeah, here's like the Job Pro. Some of these you're better off putting on eBay yourself, in my opinion, than just selling straight to them. And then here they've got Impulse cameras, different grades. Obviously, it just depends on, I guess, what their standards are for a grade A or a grade B. And then you keep coming down. Here's the special cameras, okay? These are the ones that you really want to take a long, hard look at eBay for to where you could get some better money for. So like this cool neon cam, $75 they're paying for it. So I'd venture to guess it's going for more like 100 or more than on eBay. Legoland, here's the Barbie one. So there are some pretty cool Polaroids out there. Looks like they're buying this vintage SX72. So I'm going to give this a shot. I'm going to send this thing into retrospect, box it up, and see how it works, because it would be a lot easier for me to just send it directly to them. I don't have to take pictures of it. I don't have to worry about returns. You know, if I sell this on eBay, and even if I say as is, if the buyer wants to be a jerk about it and say it doesn't work and open a case, they'll get a refund. eBay will refund them. It's just the way eBay works. They always seem to side with the buyer. I mean, I could fight it and I might win, but it's no guarantee. So I'd like the guarantee sale of just sending this thing in. And I like the idea of, if I have multiple of these, send in like 4 or 5 at a time. Lower my shipping costs that way. So I'm going to give this a shot and send it in retrospect and see what happens. So this is pretty interesting how they do this. They have you send them an invoice via PayPal. So you go in to your PayPal account, create an invoice, send it to their email address, and then put in what the camera is and the price that they're paying for, and then says, yeah, enter $0 for shipping because we're paying the shipping, and then allow partial payment. Seems pretty straightforward, so we're gonna give this a shot. All right, so I got it all bubble wrapped up. This thing fits almost perfectly into a priority mail mailing box. Let's see, the code is, what is it, 0008? I don't know, I got these at the post office. I'm gonna put the invoice in there so that they know it's mine. And I'm gonna send this thing off. Their warehouse is located in Milwaukee, so not too far for me. Should ship fairly cheaply. I'm thinking right around $7-8, I'm hoping. All right, so there's my price, $7.61. So after shipping, I'm gonna get right around like $17.40 for that camera. I'm pretty happy with that. Obviously, if you live on the West Coast, further away from Wisconsin, shipping is gonna cost more for you, so you might want to try to combine more than just one. But yeah, I kind of like this setup. I'm gonna give it a try. And just so you guys know, I'm not at all affiliated with the Retrospect. I'm not getting paid to do this. I've heard about it and wanted to give it a try. I got this Sony Discman car kit, new in the packaging. They were asking $20 for it at a garage sale. I paid $10, and it's got like some marker on here. And I'm sure that most of you guys watching this know this already, but if you don't, you take a dry erase marker and draw over a marker like this. Then take a rag and just wipe that off. Most of it came off with that, but I'm gonna do it one more time. All right, that did not work as good as I had hoped. You can still kind of see some of the mark on there. It does look better than it did, but there's still some mark on there. So I'm gonna go to plan B, hand sanitizer. So sometimes you can put this stuff on there and just kind of rub it in with your finger. You can see the ink on my finger. That stuff's already starting to come off. And try to rub that off. Yeah, that's starting to look pretty good. There's other things you can use to take marker off too, but I like those options first because they're the least abrasive. Like, I don't really want to damage the plastic of something if I don't have to. I picked up this Small World rhythm clock at a garage sale last weekend. They were asking $30 and I ended up getting it for $25. I didn't really know a lot about it, but I was looking up some comps at the sale and it seemed like they were selling pretty good. This thing has some amazing detail to it. And check out what it does every hour. How cool is that? It plays 6 different Beatles songs that it shuffles. It plays 6 different Christmas songs and then 6 other songs. So yeah, it just like shuffles all these songs every hour. Pretty neat. All right, so I don't do this very often, but I think this clock deserves to have a video in the listing. So I'm going to shoot a video of it and link it in the description. Because if you don't see it work, you know what I mean? Like, it's hard to picture what it does. And I think I can get $200 for this thing. There's only like 2 that were similar to mine. One was at $225, they accepted a best offer. One was at like $300 and they accepted a best offer. So I'm gonna add a video to this thing, put it at $200 and see if I can get it. If you guys have never put a video in an eBay listing, it's sometimes a really good thing to do. If you're selling something that has some good value to it and you want to show that it works, then it definitely helps. I've done it maybe 10 times or so, something like that. And I will show you guys how I do it. So you go to flippertools.com. This is a great website, just an awesome resource for resellers. There's all kinds of stuff on there. Shipping calculators, like charts, just a lot of really great stuff. I'll put a link in flippertools.com in the description of this video. So you put in the link, then you hit OK, and then copy this button and then paste it into your listing. So here's my listing. I'm going to paste it. Here's that, all that code and everything. And it's saving. We're going to update the listing and then we'll go view the listing once it's done. All right, so here's my listing. That doesn't look too pretty, does it? That doesn't look too pretty. Oh, all right, here's where I screwed up. It's got to be in the HTML. I'm an idiot. All right, so let's revise this. Let's delete this. Let's go to the HTML, paste, and let's save it like that and see if that does it. All right, now let's take a look. There we go. So I've got my description and then I've got the video playing. So when somebody sees it, it'll take them to the video and it'll show them. Something pretty easy to do. I just shot the video with my phone. It was a 20-second video. It uploaded within a minute to YouTube. So I maybe invested an extra 5 minutes to have that video. And I think it could get me another $30, $40, $50 for that clock. So you guys might remember 3 or 4 weeks ago, I bought a huge box of Hot Wheels cars. Either for like 40 bucks or 50 bucks, something like that. And I haven't really done anything with them. We've been busy, you know, with the new baby and everything, but I finally pulled them all out. Check them out. So I've got right around 200 of them, and I put them all out and laid them out and kind of divided up the different types and everything. 50th anniversary or some Fast and the Furious, some Mopar stuff. And then I think most of these are kind of like the common ones. I really don't know anything about these, but Derek goes by NASCAR Man 3345 on YouTube. He saw when I bought these like a month ago and commented on the video, and he was like, hey, when you get a chance, you know, send me some pictures or like a video of the cars and I can kind of help you figure out what's worth anything. So I did that yesterday and reached out to him. He replied like right away. So he watched like the video I sent him and pointed out the ones that were worth selling separately instead of just grouping them all into a lot. So Derek, I really appreciate it, man. I don't know a lot about these things, but thank you for educating me. I feel like it's really important to have a good network of people that you can kind of rely on for things as far as information, and then also reciprocate that back to them. So my niche is sporting goods, sports memorabilia. So I have a lot of people that reach out to me when they have questions about that stuff. So I'm always eager and willing to help, because when you're reselling, you're kind of by yourself, you know, you're on an island. It's just like a one-man show for the most part. So to have this community of people kind of helping each other out just makes all the world of difference. I saw this Fisher-Price Bigfoot, and he is awfully big. I had the remote with him, the charger, everything. He worked really good. But like, he's just so wide and tall that I think it's going to take a special box to ship him out. So I think I have to use this handy dandy resizer to make a box for him. A lot of you guys probably know about these, but in case you don't, these resizers will save you a lot of money and a lot of time too. So they're like, I don't know, 10, 15 bucks, something like that. I only learned about them like a year ago, but you can resize a box. So instead of shipping this in a really big box and paying more for shipping for the dimensions and everything, I can cut the box down. I'll show you guys what I'm talking about. All right, so here's the box I'm going to use for this thing. It's a 18-18-16. I don't buy a lot of boxes, but sometimes when I'm sending stuff into Amazon, I got some of these Lowe's boxes just for that. So this guy fits in here pretty much perfectly. I want to put a bunch of bubble wrap around him. This is a nice size, but then we've got all this extra space here. So we're going to cut this thing down. So the way these work is you put this little ledge over the lip of your box, and you adjust the height for how much you want to cut off. So I want to give a little bit of space for his hands. Alright, so I'm going to cut that down. Looks like it's going to be about 5 inches. Actually, no more than that, yeah. About 7 inches I'm going to save. And this is, it scores the box. So, just hang it over there, and you score all 4 sides. Then take box cutter. You want to cut where you scored, and then up all 4 corners. So here's my score line. I want to cut right there, and then bring it up like that, so that this flap is created. All right, we got them packed in here. Keep an eye out for these Bigfoot toys. This thing sold for $49.99 plus shipping. Now that we got them packed in, we're gonna fold these side panels down and tape it up. All right, there you have it. We basically cut the height of this box in half by using that resizer, so that will save a lot of money in shipping.